Hey y'all, it's Miss T. I'm out this week, but I was going to give you guys some notes on annotating since that is one of your assignments while I'm gone. For this, I'm going to be using Aim for the Heart. Al Tompkins' books that the 3, 4, 5, 6 students should be looking at chapters 1 through 3. But obviously the same is going to apply for my TV 1-2 students who are doing their online reading with the bare bones. Okay, so what you're going to need is your book. Duh. And then paper and pencil. Or you can do this on a document. I actually think it helps me to write physically on paper. Like I said, I'm going to show you what I did through college. Got me through my entire college career. Okay, book, pencil. Sometimes I'll write directly in the book or underline in the book, but obviously that might not always be the case if you've got a digital reading. So having the piece of paper that you're writing your notes on, like a little notebook that you keep with you, is helpful. Okay, so I'm going to annotate as I'm reading. So I'll start. Great stories hang in the viewer's ears and catch the viewer's eye. Great stories aim straight for the viewer's heart. The best news stories don't just inform, they teach, illuminate, and inspire viewers. Okay, so I might, if I say would have underlined, they teach, illuminate, inspired viewers. That's one option, or I might just write it down. Teach, illuminate, viewers. I'm going to tell you that for me, the act of writing the notes is what I'm looking for. That's what's helpful to me. It's not necessarily that I'm going to read through my notes, although sometimes I did at a glance. It's actually the physical act of writing it which helps me. Okay, so I'm going to read through. I'm going to find the parts that I think are important, the key ideas, okay? Before I write news stories, I glance at a simple little checklist I have kept for years. This list was written by former WSMV TV news director and later general manager Mike Ketteringer. After he'd left a long career in television, Ketteringer became a Catholic priest, so it was no surprise that the checklist is built around the word faith. Okay, so I see in here that there's specifically a part listed out. So I'm going to go ahead and also write that part out. Fair, accurate, interesting, thorough, human. Okay, so anything that's sort of like specifically like pulled out is probably a good important part to write down. So I'm going to write faith. That's obviously something important. And if I was a smart reader, I would guess that a teacher might ask me what part is faith. What are they talking about with faith, right? And I would know it was this part and go back to my notes. Bam, there. Okay, so I'm going to underline the specific ideas. I'm going to write down keywords that I think are important on my notes. Okay, if I'm inspired by something, I might also write that down too. Like sometimes when I'm reading a story, I'll get my own ideas from reading the story and I'll write those notes down too, my own thoughts about things. The physical act of writing notes is super important because it helps your brain remember things. I'm dyslexic, you guys know this. I'm not a great reader, but this makes reading more engaging for me and it helps me remember things. So that's what I want you guys to do. So I will give you guys credit for your notes. I mean, they had to be decent. You can either handwrite them or write them on a Google Doc. But I want you guys to do chapter 1 through 3. I'm going to try to find digital copies of those. But also there are the 6 books, Aim for the Heart, up there. My TV 1-2 students, you guys have digital copies of yours, but you're going to do the exact same thing. All right, thank you. Get it done.